Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web-based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, I want to talk about 5 ADHD or ADD love languages. Many of us are familiar with the love languages being as a way to communicate love or communicate that you care to someone in your life. But I want to speak a little bit more specific to people with ADHD, even if it's not a personal love relationship, but just 5 ways that we can show the person that you care, show them that you're there, show them that you're cool. But before I get into that, I want to take a quick moment and say if you are subscribed, thank you so much for being a part of our wonderful world. And if you are not yet subscribed, please take a moment and click the subscribe button below so that you can subscribe and become a part of this wonderful world of ours. And remember to tick the bell so that you are notified when I post new things so that you don't miss anything. And of course, if you'd like to purchase 1 or 3 of my books, there's also a link below that will take you to a site that shows you all your different options of places where you can get 1 or 3 of my books. Okay, let me get back to it. First, make time for them. People with ADHD spend a lot of time getting set aside, pushed aside, or asked to hold on, wait, or sometimes plain old ignored and dismissed. And a lot of times it is because of their ADHD. And we know that with ADHD, sometimes those things have a tendency to sting a little bit more. I think I talked about it, but if I haven't, I'll definitely try to remember to do a video on that, on ADHD and rejection. But just taking a few minutes. It does not have to be a whole hour every day. Sometimes it could be as simple as when they're asking for your attention, find a way, make a few minutes to give them that attention. When they're asking for your time, find a way to make that time for them. Making that time for them says, hey, I value you. You're important to me. You are, you're important enough for me to take a few minutes or set a few minutes aside to talk to you, to spend time with you, to give you the attention that you're asking for, to give you the attention that you desire. So take a moment and make some time for them. 2, let them know that they're okay being themselves with you. Again, the world spends a lot of time trying to make people with ADHD normal, meaning not have ADHD. And unfortunately, many people with ADHD it's almost like they're conditioned to try to be this normal, try to not have ADHD and do things the way that is expected, the way that the world keeps trying to push them to do things. But creating that safe space of allowing the person to be them or giving them that opportunity where they know that, hey, with this person, I can be myself. I don't have to try to be normal. I don't have to try to avoid having ADHD because, hey, this is a safe place. This is a safe person. And you do this by taking the time to just be there and be with them and not push them and not try to force them into normal and not try to make them unhave ADHD because they already have ADHD. It's one thing where sometimes you can help a person with something, but a lot of times what tends to happen is that people try to help them figure out how to be normal non-ADHD havers, which is not a thing. The person has ADHD or they don't. It's all and sometimes they talk about mansplaining. It's almost like they are normal splaining. I don't know if that's a word. Maybe I should make it a word. Where they try to show them, hey, this is the normal way of doing it. No, there's no such thing. The person does whatever it is that they do the way they do it, and that's okay. They just need to have their way of getting to their results. Let them know. Make sure that you make it clear that, hey, yeah, around me, with me, you're okay being you. You and your ADHD are both welcome. 3, listen to them, show interest, and encourage them, especially when they're asking for your attention or when they get that brilliant idea that they're working on, that they want to work on, that they're excited about, and that they want to share. Take the time and listen. Take the time and hear them out. Allow them to share their excitement with you, even if sometimes we don't fully get it. Because sometimes the person may have an idea that is so brilliant that makes so much sense. It makes perfect sense inside the person who's generating the idea, but to the rest of the world, It may not yet be clear because we haven't seen the picture and we can't really see what the person can see. Even if that's the case, it's still okay to listen. It's still okay to show interest and encourage the person because you know that, hey, inside in that person, it makes sense. Even if I don't quite get it, encourage them to get it and to encourage them to pursue it. Encourage them to continue. If they're doing well with something, praise them. Give them that boost. Give them that feedback because the world spends so much time telling people with ADHD how they are not doing, they're not being normal enough. Take the time and encourage them. Give them that positive reinforcement. Give them that positive feedback. Give them that encouragement. Give them feed them, fuel them, fill their buckets. Take the time and be there. Listen, show interest, and encourage them. 4, take time to learn about their disorder. Whether it's ADHD or ADD or whichever type of ADHD the person has, maybe theirs is inattention or maybe theirs is more of the hyperactive, whichever it is, take the time and learn about their disorder. Because when you take the time to learn about the disorder, one of the things that you will learn are ways that you can help. Maybe you'll learn skills and tools that you can share with them. Maybe you'll learn tools and skills that will help you work better with them. Maybe you'll just learn information that helps you understand certain behaviors. Maybe you'll just take the time and learn about their disorder. Because not only does that help you and help them, it also says, hey, I care enough about you to learn about this thing that you live with. I care enough about you to make time and gain this knowledge that helps us have a better relationship. So take the time, whether it is a person at work that you want to have a better working relationship with, because if you do take the time to learn about ADHD to work better with someone else, you get a lot better results, whether it's at home or at work. So take the time and learn about their disorder. It goes a long way. Finally, be patient. Sometimes people with ADHD struggle. Sometimes they struggle a lot. A lot of times the struggle is with them trying to be normal because the world has told them, hey, you need to be normal. A lot of times that's where the struggle comes because they're so busy being normal. They are not able to do what they are supposed to be doing. They are not able to be them and get the results. And sometimes they just struggle because that's part of their ADHD as they are learning ways to manage their symptoms, as they are learning ways to work with their ADHD. Sometimes they struggle. And the human thing, the kind thing, the nice thing, the human thing to do is to be patient. Because when you are patient, you allow the person the opportunity to figure it out, the opportunity to get to the answer, the opportunity to get to the result that they are looking for. And it also, when you're patient, you don't add to the stress. Because a lot of times what happens is that someone is, instead of being patient, they choose to be flustered and frustrated. And of course, them seeing that response just makes the situation worse. Instead of helping them get there faster, they're now distracted by the fact that they're trying to focus on, hey, this emotion that you're having and how do they fix it, in addition to whatever the other thing was that they needed to be working on. So take time and be patient. Give them the opportunity to get to work their process and get to the results that they need to get to. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. 1, make time for them. Make time to be with them, especially if they're asking for your time or they're asking for your attention. Make time for them. Spend time with them. Listen, engage in whatever way they need you or you can or whatever is needed. 2, let them know that they're okay being themselves with you. The world spends a whole lot of time trying to tell them to be normal, or normal, I should say. But it's okay. It's important for them to know that there are safe places in the world where they don't have to try to be someone other than who they are, that they can be who they are with their ADHD and that they will be accepted. 3, listen to them, show interest, and encourage them, especially when they get these brilliant ideas that they want to share, that they're excited about, things that they want to work on or things that they are working on and they want to share. Take the time and listen. Even if you don't get it, you can still encourage them to pursue it because you may not get it, but they do. 4, Take time to learn about their disorder, whether it's ADHD, ADD, or whatever it is that the person is living with. Learn about it. When you learn about it, you get to learn skills that you can share with them, skills that will help you work better with them, as well as things that will help you understand how their life, things that will help you understand some of the stuff that you see. So take the time and learn about it. And finally, be patient. Sometimes they will struggle, and that's okay. Give them the space to struggle. Give them the opportunity to learn and figure it out. Give them the opportunity to be, because it's the human thing to do. It's the kind thing to do. It's the loving thing to do. So take time, be patient, and if you are patient, they will get it. They'll get to that point of figuring it out, and you and they will be pleased with the results. Okay, that's it. As always, if you or someone you know happens to be going through something that's more than you can handle, please remember that there are professionals like myself who are available, able, and willing to help, and are even providing remote services who can assist with whatever you may have going on. So please figure out who those people are in your community so that if you need them, you can reach out and get the help that you need. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.